My forearm is sore from forming a story. Here's hoping it's not just boring or corny. Pay attention or you'll be absorbing it poorly. Take note like you're counting a store's inventory, cause the moral's important. I was only just 14.
It's true.
Do as I say, Dad said on a cold winter morning, or you never see your friend again, he hurriedly warned me. My brain was all stormy and my thoughts were all swarming. I left barefoot from my window like it was normal. Let's talk, he said, as I was torpidly soaring. I landed on the flooring and ran with such force. He just stood there like he was vertically snoring. Thought he'd regret what he said like he's mourning, but he said concretely typical. I'm still scorning, being completely literal, no jokes I'm affording. Say it's deeply difficult, but it's more like abhorring. With lack of empathy, he made an actual enemy, a type of enmity. I'm sure he'll have discrepancies, but his tact is empty, and he's laughed at me when I cried for help. I remember when I was 10 and he untied my belt and he whipped my rear until it was all red. Just because I threw a shoe at my brother's head. Stand still, he yelled while he hit me. I could swear it made him slightly giddy. Just ask my 7 older siblings. He'd call it disciplining, I'd call it abuse. I regretted what I did, with them it was no use. Their actions were God approved, not something you choose, which is a logical fallacy, and this I can prove. Even if a counterpoint was proposed, God wills it, there's no choice but impose. They just contemplate adult, it's Deus Vult. Then recently I called up Daddy-O from the back patio, wanting to bury the hatchet. Maybe he'll match it, I hope, as the phone rang. Expectations at a low hang, cause he's not a lone bank. He's not known to grow, change, or even say sorry for his own dang actions. But then the phone line clicked open, it's like he'd been woken. He talked soft-spoken and said, there's no handbook to being your parents. We just did what we thought would grow merits. I'm sorry I was so hard on you. It wasn't vengeful. I only wanted you to reach your fullest potential. You could do anything you set your mind to, so I decided I would be someone with foresight who speaks truth to power like the Old Testament prophets.
Like Micah.
Truth is, we need to estimate profits of the church and tax them, among other things. Hear this message I'm rapping like mother sings. I hope my daughter sees a better granddad than I had, but family's a privilege, so do not abuse it or you might just lose it. Say sorry to Bethel, she wasn't a rebel, just dyslexic. You heard me, I meant it. I hope you choose to do right by your past. No questions asked. Be considerate and not a hypocrite. With love from your son.